In this video, you'll discover how to structure your coaching sessions using my 5-step fearless coaching method. So if you're a beginner coach, this is going to be a game changer for you and will skyrocket your confidence. And if you've been coaching clients for years, this will help your clients get even better results. And make sure to stay until the end of the video because I'm going to share with you another training that shows you exactly how to structure your very first session with a brand new client so that they get wins right out of the gate. So let's dive right in. The first key or the first step is really to celebrate their wins and their results. It's so easy to fall into the trap of solving problems too soon and going right into coach mode. But before you do that, it's critical that you get your client in the right frame of mind. And the truth is, for every one of your clients, including yourself and myself, life happens. And sometimes there's challenges and there's frustrations and there's stresses in our life. And what you don't want is you don't want your client to bring those frustrations and stresses into your coaching session. Yes, if it's what you're going to coach them on, that's important, but you want them to start always with a positive focus. When you are coaching high achievers, it's very easy for them to be their own worst critics. I know I am of mine and you may be of yourself. And it's really powerful when I have a mentor who has me slow down, take a step back and look at how much I accomplished or how many breakthroughs I had within the last week or two. And that's how you always want to kick off your coaching. We call it positive focus. I learned this technique from a mentor of mine named Dan Sullivan. He calls it the gap. Most high achievers focus only on the gap between where they are and where they want to be. And so it creates frustration, overwhelm, discouragement, instead of looking back and celebrating on how far they've come from where they started. So it doesn't mean you spend 10 minutes on this. It could be 30 seconds to 3 minutes max, but you always want to start by celebrating what's the top 1, 2, or 3 wins or results that they got since your last session. So that's step number 1 of your coaching sessions. Step number 2 is to then pinpoint their primary problem. And that's what they tell you. So you will always have an agenda to support a client if they come with an open mind and a blank slate. But most of the time, your clients are going to have a presenting problem. They're going to have a frustration. They're going to have a challenge that they want help with. Your job is to ask them what that is and go deeper and deeper and deeper to pinpoint the actual problem. Because most of the time, their problems are surface related to the root cause. Yes, you can address some of the surface related stuff to reduce the anxiousness around it, but it's critical for you to go deeper and deeper and deeper to find that problem because that's what your coaching session could be about. That's what gives you the clarity and the focus of how to maximize the impact that you're having with every client. Just imagine for a moment that you go through one entire session or a series of sessions with clients and you haven't effectively pinpointed their problem. You may perceive that those coaching sessions were valuable to them, but if they hire you for a series of specific problems and you haven't addressed those problems in your coaching business, don't you believe they may not feel they're getting value from you? So that's critical that you know how to do that, having the questions of what to ask. And I go into that in my next video, which I'll share at the very end of how to access, but it's really critical to know exactly how to pinpoint that problem. The third step to structuring your coaching sessions is to co-create a solution. Now, I believe in co-creation because some coaches are one or the other. They either believe that they should never give advice to a client and all of the answers of your clients are within themselves, and then they don't actually answer any of the client's questions. They just go, well, what do you think? If you knew, what would you do, right? Or all they do is answer questions and fire away and solve problems. I believe coaching and effective coaching and becoming a world-class coach is a balance between both of those worlds. Yes, there are times when you want to ask questions to pull the answers out of your clients because many of the times they will have a distinction or an answer. And by doing that, you're teaching them responsibility. You're teaching them that they're not reliant or dependent on you, which is really important to do as a coach. But there's other times when they may not have the answer and they need your direct feedback. If a student or a client comes to me asking me a specific sales challenge or a specific marketing or lead gen challenge, you better believe I'm going to tell them the answer. I'm going to give them the tactic or the strategy that they can go implement to get the result. So think about solutions as a co-creation process. You want to balance both of those things. There's going to be times and places of your coaching sessions where it's you giving less advice and you asking more effective questions. And there's going to be times and places of your coaching sessions where you're just diving in and saying, here's the solution, let's go implement right away. There's 2 more steps to running your coaching sessions. The fourth is to ask for key insights. Now, before you wrap up your session, you want to ask, what was your biggest insight, or what takeaway did you get today? Why? Because that cements the learning. Again, coaching sessions can be short, they can be quick, there can be a lot of different things that you discuss. So if you discussed 4 or 5 different topics in a coaching session, what's the big idea? What's the big takeaway or aha that your client got? And there may be a couple of them, but by you creating the space in the session for them to share what that is, that's what locks in the learning. That's what turns us from a mental to an emotional, spiritual, and energetic ingrainment of the solution. That's a really, really important thing. So make sure to carve out the time to not feel rushed, to make sure to pull out those insights that a client can get from working with you and from that specific session that they just had with you. The 5th and final step is to bring this into action. And what I mean by that is listing out all of the action steps. So once you've identified the problem, once you've co-created the solution, once you've asked for their big insight, let's bullet point, here's the next steps. What are your commitments between now and our next session? Step by step, could be 1, 2, 3. You want to be selective here. You don't want to give them a laundry list of 50 things to do, but you want to say, of all the things that we could do, let's prioritize the top 2 or 3 things and ensure that no matter what, you're held accountable to taking action on those things so that we get the result. Action is everything. Whether you're a relationship coach, a life coach, a business coach, a health coach, it doesn't matter. Your clients' lives and businesses transform through action, not through just getting coaching calls with you. So let's clarify what are those actions, and then let's report back and make sure that we have a system to hold them accountable. After every one of coaching sessions that I do with a client or that my coaches do with their clients, we give them a spreadsheet that has all of this information on it. It has the wins, it has the challenges, it has the exact action steps so that there's accountability baked in to our coaching. And that will be the best way to wrap up your coaching session. So to recap this, there's 5 steps to running effective coaching sessions so that your clients get incredible results. Step number 1 is to celebrate the wins and results. Do that right out of the gate. Step number 2 is to pinpoint the primary problem. Step 3 is co-create the solution. Step 4 is ask for the key insights. And step 5 is to list out the action steps. Now, most of the videos on my channel are all about generating leads and getting clients. This is one of the few videos that's about how to become a more effective coach and deliver incredible results to your clients. So if you want more videos like this, let me know. Just shoot me a comment in the video below so that I know to produce more content like this that can help you become an even more effective coach. And before I wrap up this video, I recently discovered that the majority of people watching this aren't even subscribed to my channel. So I've got a quick favor to ask. If you found this video to be valuable, then please go ahead and subscribe to my channel right now. Like the button, leave me a comment and subscribe so that you never miss a future video. And once you've subscribed, make sure to watch, now that you've made it to the end, my next video, which teaches you how to run your first coaching session with new clients. Click up here in the corner to watch that so that your clients get quick results right out of the gate. My name is Peter Scott, reminding you to be here, act now, and fear less.